Don't get my precious Yorion banned. Oh, this hand's awful. Alright, I'll keep this one. I'm gonna put back Chalice because they're also on Yorion. Morning, Dilster. Greetings. Playing a little bit of Yorion Control this morning. I am good, Deposer. Guess let's get the Rogren. That's fine. Okay, pass the turn. I think I need to get a Hollowed Fountain. Yeah, I need to get a Hollowed Fountain. So I can have Counterspell up and Supreme Verdict if I need it. This is a random 6. It's eating the fattest Counterspell of all time. I got a CS with your name on it. Yep. Can't let the Ren survive. Give me this Hollowed Fountain. What's up, Bones? Why you sad? Your GPU's dead. That sucks. I'm sorry. Those are so expensive right now. I'm gonna tick down. Yeah, I'll draw a card here. 2080 Ti, that's what I have too. Actually, I just have a 2080. I don't have a 2080 Ti. Alright. Yeah, but your prices have gone down at least a little bit. I could just play Island March this Risen Reef, but I think I just pass with like this. If they're gonna commit another creature, I can just Verdict. I was probably supposed to play the Island the more I think about it. Alright, Teferi goes to 1. It's fine, but you hate it, is what you're telling me? I get it. You don't have the extra cash laying around. Damn. They're gonna get a Fury here. They want a 2-for-1 themselves with a Fury. That's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bones. That really sucks. Yarok the Desecrated. Excuse me? Hello, I attack you. That's a lot of lands. A commander player has found Modern. They have found Cavern of Souls as well, apparently. Before they can do any other elemental bullshit, let's put them in the dirt. Got about $300 to play with. 5 months of saving. Oof. Guess I'm just buying Yorion now. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. What's up, Blizz? Or Biz, sorry. I've been calling you Blizz. I feel like I've been calling you Blizz. The weed budget's real. It's a real thing. Alright. Goodbye, Teferi. Alice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I keep March this Fury. I don't want to do it before Ephemerate's up. Chalice is so bad in this matchup. Oh, the double Wraith. Call, sure. Morning, Thailand. Thailand! The Thailand I think alike. Yep, nom it is. Isn't Sneak UK's leading? It might be. I don't know. All I know is I had to write something pretty fast, so. Either way, they're getting pretty popular in the UK, so. What do I have to do for you to give me tips on a deck list I'm working on? Post the deck list. And then I'll just look at it. I don't believe in, like, paying for deck techs or anything like that. Yeah, I'll have to go, like, edit that command later. See, they didn't, like, give me anything to write, so I had to figure out what to write myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could Chalice on 2. Chalice on 2 hurts me so much. 4-color, yeah, 4-color Yorion Reclamation. Damn. Thank you, RG. Much appreciated. I guess I'm just scrying this turn. Blue-white with Ren and Rec. Be playing a lot of Memory Deluges. Endurance. Why did I make that deck choice? Because Kruger or X Whale did really well in the Mox with it, and I was like, I know the Mox metagame is kind of like not representative of the field, but I was like, I kind of want to wake up and play some Titan Shift. And that was it. That was my whole whole thought process. The sign's not up to date. But good morning, Van. Only 200 days left, that's right. That's crazy to think about. It hasn't even felt like 166 days have passed yet, I'm gonna be honest. Feels like way less. Way, way less. I guess it's more of a partnership. But yeah, thank you, Bones. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay. Balance your endurance. Ooh. Piece of candy. My Discord was not in streamer mode. Yeah, let's do this. What's up, Blasty? I've been working a lot. I feel like June's flying. Yep. Time be going fast for sure. What are you playing? How do they have 8 cards in hand? I don't understand this. I have like 2 active planeswalkers and they just have 8 cards in hand. Maybe I should just play this Chalice on one. Yeah, you can DM me on Discord. Start with 4. Goodbye to Fairy. I'll remember you. They're just gonna flash an Endurance again. Block this Fury. Block Endurance with Colonnade. If they let me. Ending my Chalice. Goodbye, Chalice. What do I think of this? I don't like the opponent casting spells. Alright, give me a sec. I'll go into it after this match. Did you enjoy Wish Shift? I enjoyed Wish Shift greatly. It was kind of a blast to play. I didn't think it was going to be a deck that I enjoyed playing a ton, but it actually ended up being a deck that I really liked. Okay, Colonnade, you're going to jump in front of a Fury. Just know, your sacrifice was not in vain. I have an Ephemerate, right? Scrubbed out hard with it last night. Ugh. Now I have nothing. I think I should scry. 4 mana Blightsteel, though. Oh my god, land. Put it on the bottom. Solitude. I'll just pass. Go into 2-2. That deck has some really bad matchups. That's the only thing about it. It just has some unwinnable matchups. I think the deck is quite good though. As part of like the what it beats, or as an attrition of what it beats in the metagame. I think it's quite good. Because the decks that it loses to are not very popular at all. I guess Murktide, it's like not advantaged against, but it doesn't lose to Murktide super hard, I don't think. Although X-Whale says otherwise. X-Whale thinks that the deck gets dunked on by Murktide. I definitely think it loses to Murktide, but I'm not sure about getting dunked on by it. Look how stupid this is. I have 1 card in hand, and they're about to refill up to 5. This is so dumb. I hate it. Bottom. Oh boy, Teferi, which one of the card draws do I want to bounce to their hand? I guess I'll bounce the one that only draws 1 card. I love a Dodabby. Oh boy. I've tried a list like this before. Yorion, Fulminator, Unearth, Thoughtseize, Terminate, Feast of Famine, Fire, Ice, Batterskull, Cauldra. I've tried a list like this before. It didn't feel super impressive when I played it, but I like how this one looks. I think that playing Yorion, you're gonna have a lot of awkward draws. I like it cut, G. What the fuck, man? You gotta pay a lot of attention to the mana base in this deck, for sure. What the fuck? Deluge. Alright. Call Kit Boga. Call Kit Boga, because you're scamming. I'm not a big fan of the Fulminator mages. I think they belong in the sideboard. If you want to play a card like that in that slot, I would probably just play Seasoned Pyromancer, because you get to refill your hand after you pitch everything to the pitch elementals. Because, like, turn one, if you're going to grief ephemerate somebody, you're going to have, like, no cards in hand. So having access to Seasoned Pyromancer is very, very powerful, as opposed to, like, stone raining them. So I'd probably slot the Fulminator mages in the board and play some Seasoned Pyromancers. You can also play Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but I don't like it as much in an Ephemerate deck. I think Ephemerating Seasoned Pyromancers like gas. What's up, Terran? Ah, yes. They just move to discard. Now watch as I struggle to get 4 cards in my hand when they have 7. No. Ah, yes. Ephemerate. 1 mana, draw 1, 2, and then blink those also. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, Chalice, you're coming out. You're awful. I hate you. You're the worst. Mystical Dispute's gonna come in. Dress Down's coming in. I could see some number of subtlety, but you probably don't need subtlety. Spreading Seas is like okay, I guess. I want to know what this person did to beat 4-color, because this feels miserable. This feels so miserable. Seasoned Pyromancer also helps you like fill your graveyard for Kroxa, which is super nice. I'd be playing more cheap interaction. You probably need some number of pending, maybe some lightning bolts. And I think playing all 12 elementals means you're going to run into some clunkiness with what you can pitch. Because the only thing you can pitch to Solitude, right, is Yorion, Stoneforge, or Ephemerate. So it makes it really awkward there, right? You have to pitch like a lot of your good cards to Solitude. So I think you need to play some number of prismatic endings is another thing to pitch. I'll assume you have the mana base figured out because I'm not an expert on mana bases. I think 4 triomes is like too many triomes. I don't think you need 4. I was never a fan of this card. I think Kaya is really bad. I think Subtlety's fine. Yeah, Subtlety might be okay. You see the new mono blue deck? You should play it. I did play it, and it was like one of the worst decks of all time. Don't believe Hayashi's lies. That mono blue deck was so bad. I hate to say it. It was so bad. They're playing Counterspell. Oh, they're playing Ice Fang. Yo, what's up, Salmon? Alright, when's this Pioneer Anniversary event? 2 hours? Ending my Teferi. Chilling and killing the game as always. That's what you love to hear. Teferi. I lose. Game's over. How in the fuck do I ever beat that? This is 80 card blue white. For when you feel like, 60 card blue white is too consistent. I somehow don't have a single good play available to me. That's so wild. I shocked this in, but now I want to play Wandering Emperor. I guess I'm just playing the fucking Solitude. I kind of priced myself into it by shocking. I don't know, I could have just taken my L and been like, alright, whatever. It's like the sunk cost fallacy, you know? No. I should have held the Solitude. This is making me want to play Titan Shift right now. Into creativity very much. But I have to imagine it's because it has a decent 4-color matchup. It doesn't have a great 4-color matchup, but it's got a decent 4-color matchup. It really depends on what version of the deck you're playing. I would love to have Omnod steaks on the barbecue. No! Why? Every time I'm like, it's a good idea to play some blue-white today. Then boom, Tron. Boom, Omnom. Boom, misery. Pain. Suffering. I don't know how Waffle does it. Multicolored steaks. I too enjoy when my steak is green and white and blue and red. I guess I can buy Yorion. Bad luck all week. The only good thing that happened this week, besides, like, since yesterday, was that I finally got my limited token for the stupid anniversary event. I played, like, a 4-color snow deck in Modern Horizons 1 sealed. The deck was kind of busted. The only thing I lost to was the Snow Mirror. Because Dead of Winter was my bomb, and I could not cast Dead of Winter against the Snow Mirror. It just didn't do anything because they had all snow creatures. My only bomb was just terrible. Yep. Taking damage. How are they passing with 5 Eldrazi mana up? Makes no sense. I'm gonna do something I've always wanted to do. Throat's too dry. I'm gonna do something I've always wanted to do, which is blink a Wandering Emperor with Yorion. I've always wanted to do this, and I've never been able to do it. Done. Plus the year before good game actions. Look. If I don't plus her, who will? Dismember? Alright. No. Wandering Emperor, no. No, I gotta kill my Wandering Emperor? What? What was your plan here? I don't understand. Alright. No, but seriously, what was their plan there? I thought they were gonna kill Wandering Emperor. They have another Dismember? I could play Island, I could take their Walking Ballista. Feel it. They're gonna ping, I imagine. Double ping the Teferi. Chalice on 2. I almost feel bad, but then I remembered he's playing Tron. I can't cast my Wall of Omens. That's so rough. Ulamog. I have to. Oh, Emrakul. Alright. I can't believe they're giving us so many fucking playable rares. You mean you don't like Seasoned Pyromancer? Let's see what the new spoilers are. Any new spoilers? Commander, 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 commander. Commander, commander, commander. It's all commander? It always has been. You gotta keep up with the new meta. Shuffling a token back into my deck. Goodbye, token. It would be really upsetting if commander players got their own set. Yeah, they tucked the token. Not the solitude. They tucked it. They attacked with solitude. Hell yeah. What? I guess they're just gonna emperor my solitude. That's fine. I guess. Sure. The chaos warp art though. It was really supposed to be CL2. Yeah. But you know. Hi Velk. Thank you for the resub for 4 months in a row and welcome back to the Hoodie Gang. Dilly dilly dilly. I guess I could just get rid of this stupid chalice, right? Just pay 1 mana. Dilly, thank you so much for the 2 gifted. Much appreciated, Dilly. And thanks again, Valk, for the sub as well. Welcome, Bowler and RG Sideways back to the Hoodie Gang. Pretty sure RG's a welcome back. Bowler's a welcome. I think I got that right. What am I fetching for? Could just fetch Island, that's fine. Let's try to end this game. Thank you guys. You're pumped for Spike's preview, and then you realize it was just all commander cards. If you say my name 2 more times, I'll appear in the Ayaya poster behind you. Ooh, spooky reality smasher. What are you smashing? The fairy's not amused? Hey, egg yolks. Draw a card. I could exile this reality smasher, then I'd have to discard a card. That's something I'm in the market of doing. Could just make it 2/2. Just make it 2/2. God, I hate Urborg on MTGO.
Bing bong.
Urborg on MTGO is a war crime. Eating Tron, game 1. Thanks for taking the Force Subtlety. Get out of here for Chalice. Chalice just does nothing. That shield tilts me unreasonably. It's so stupid. Just like, let me tap my basic lands like they're basic lands still. My boss has a Twitch radar or something. What if your boss is just in my chat? What's up, Torborg? Yeah, you have to hold W, but like, you know, my keyboard's all the way over there, and I'm all the way back here. Just big chillin'. It's real bad, but real fun. Alright, let me know, Torborg. I still got you on a dono deck. Don't you worry. Hold W, we playing Valorant now. What's up, Sandile? Good games, good games. I was just nothing I could have done it against you. I was just like, you have like 8 cards in hand, I have like 1, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do about this? And you were playing that like Yogg Sarith card or whatever it's called, that commander card that doubled the Risen Reef triggers, and I was like, I'm so far behind. So far behind. But good games nonetheless. I don't know how blue-white like
Bing bong.
reasonably beats 4-color.
Bing bong. Bing bong. Bing bong.
Double spreading seas.
Bing bong. 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 Bing bong.
Map is pretty annoying. But yeah, Sandile, this deck right here, it got 16th on the Sunday challenge. Can't tell if he's worth the slot or not. Probably not. That deck has so many like play a card, draw a card type effects in it that I don't think is even necessary. Not sure you want more value in the deck. We need more value. I have no idea what I'm playing in the Pioneer Anniversary. I might try Boros Heroic. I've yet to play that deck. I played like a decent amount of Pioneer decks at this point. Possibility Storm, God no. No. I didn't have that much success with Delver last time I played it, but that might be because I wasn't playing the frantic inventories. But also like the black-red matchup felt really bad. Like, how do you ever beat Trespasser? Trespasser's a house? Trespasser's so good? Just play Rakdos? I also haven't had success with Rakdos. Every time I play Rakdos, I queue into like mono Lotus Field decks. I shall kill your ballista for a single mana. Ouch. Ouch. Yep. Land? Cool. Go ahead. Uncontested Memory Deluge has gotta be one of the best feelings. Opponent just does nothing. You're like, alright, Memory Deluge. Take Spreading Seas. Should take the Solitude, but I'm gonna take the Spreading Seas and the Resto. Love me some Resto. Seize your tower. I could have seized the temple, but I want to keep them off of Tron. Oh, the turkey has arrived. It's not Thanksgiving, but the turkey's here. Walking ball for 2. I'm just gonna counter this. It's like mildly inconvenient. I've never played a Pioneer game of my life. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna play in Pioneer. It's not mono green, I'll tell you that much. Can't stand that deck. Chalice on 2. Just gonna run the subtlety out because I have Resto, and if they play something, I could like, you know, Resto subtlety. This is game 2. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Resto subtlety. We're living the dream. How does this work? If I go Yorion, blink, Resto, blink, Yorion, Blink, blink. When do they come back? Next end step? Yeah, let's not do that. Not really in the market for that. I can blink the seas too, you're right. Yeah, we should do this. I can infinite loop blink seas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Okay. Put spreading seas on you, and on you. Oh my god, blink the Yorion. Blink, blink. Actually, I'm just gonna blink this. Because, hmm, taking your opponent to value town. I'm just gonna blink this, because if I blink any of these, and they like rip Tron, you know what? We're gonna blink two of them. I changed my mind. I'm greedy like that. So greedy. You played Modern Paper last night. How'd that go? I think you left Smasher on top. Now you put it on the bottom. Well, here's another one anyways. This is so sick. What the fuck? I think we're winning, Janini. Bin. I think MH2 was too strong. Nonsense. This is perfectly reasonable. Cavern of Souls, it's over. I will never emotionally recover from this. I wasn't done drawing cards. Yeah, I mean, his hand looks fine. Three spells is a bit too strong. Yeah, maybe. This card too strong? Yeah, maybe. Is that a card a kill on sight card? Yeah, maybe. I'm going for the Chalice on one. If I play a Ledger Shredder, I'm going to play Chalice on one, but I assume they don't have Ledger Shredder because they would have played it before the bobble. Could still play Chalice on one, but I think I'm just going to pass with Counterspell. See, this matchup should be pretty decent for us. No, there's like no tribal decks, so Plague Engineer isn't really necessary. There's Elementals, and you could like play a Plague Engineer, name Elementals, and prevent Risen Reefs from sticking around, but I don't think that's very powerful. Give him the turkey. Passing. Alright, go ahead. Chalice on 1 is an extremely powerful tool against Murktide. Fury's the new engineer. All three of those decks run elementals. All the tribal decks are elementals now. I could just main phase Memory Deluge. But they could have Spell Pierce. If they have Spell Pierce, it gets countered. Yeah, let's main phase Memory Deluge. That's a lot of lands. I guess I'll take the two good ones. Fury is kind of the new Plague Engineer. If you ever wanted to deal with like a bunch of shitty creatures, then Fury's got your back. Do not worry, bros. They are conniving. I assume we're gonna see a Murktide pretty soon. There's a Murktide on its way, then I'm probably just gonna Verdict. I could wait, take a hit, try for the Wandering Emperor, get it countered. Yeah, it's only a 6/6. We can take a hit. We'll try for the Wandering Emperor. It's gonna end up getting countered. I'll do it at end step. I may have wanted to play the Triome also. The Russian version of Canister. Should I take another hit? Yeah, I'll take another one. Green shit. Yeah, that might have been my fault. Maybe just a little bit. I mean, it was mostly X Whale's fault, but I'd take some blame as well. It didn't auto tap me any blue. The pain. I have to counter this. Odawara. Yeah, the Titan Shift deck. I'm gonna attack with this thing. I'm gonna Odawara it back to their hand. If they want to spend the turn like recasting it, then I can cast Yorion. They could have another counter spell. One land off of going Yorion if they counter attack with Solitude Verdict. Alright, well, that's the play, I guess. They've used one counter spell, one Archmage's Charm, so they probably have counter magic up here. How much is Takanuma? Takanuma's like a ticket. Dress down? I guess I can wait another turn before verdicting. Can chump block with Yorion. Attack for 3. How much is that in paper money? Like $1. I said no attacks. I could march this Murktide for like 600. Alright. Is it new Bomberman? I wouldn't say it's new Bomberman, but it's definitely a decent utility land. So this is March for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast. I wonder how many uncastable spells they have in their hand. Apparently a lot. Take the Rest in Pieces, the Mystical Disputes. I think that's about it. Oh, you're thinking of Tameshi? Yeah, Tameshi's like pretty much the new Bomberman. It's like modern Bomberman. But the problem with Tameshi is it loses to Graveyard Hate, Artifact Hate, Creature Hate, and Hand Hate, so... And even Land Hate to an extent. I want Subtlety. Bomberman is a legacy deck that revolves around, was it Auriok Salvagers and Lion's Eye Diamond? And they call the deck Bomberman because it's like an infinite loop with those two cards. It's like calling that other deck like Cephalid Breakfast or calling Junk Dead Guy Ale or whatever, or Black White I guess it was Dead Guy Ale. It's just another legacy deck. So many clicks, yeah. So many clicks. Tameshi's also a ton of clicks, so it's kind of like the modern Bomberman to an extent. I will keep this hand. This hand's very, very good. The problem with this hand is it can beat turn 1 Ragavan, but not many hands in our deck can. You motherfucker. Well, Here I go 2 for wanting myself. Alright, give me an untap land though. That's all I want. Untap land. Okay, pass the turn. Maybe we get to snipe a Ledger Shredder here. Or an Expressive Iteration. Oh, please let me snipe an Expressive Iteration. Yata. I do lose to Blood Moon, which is like not great for me. Hey, Grandham coming in with the Thicky raid. Holy shit, the Grandham boys have arrived. Grandham, thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. Welcome, folks. We're playing some 80 card blue-white with Yorion, Spreading Seas, Restoration Angel, Wall of Omens. It's time for me to leave. I gotta go. No, no, put that Archmage's Charm away. Put it away. You're gonna get yourself hurt running with an Archmage's Charm. Subtlety? Oh man, that's even worse. Okay, you're going to the bottom, Teferi. I need a land now. Thank you so much, Granham. Why have you forsaken me? Ledger Shredder, Bobble, Connive away a 1-drop, Lightning Bolt. Rack that Bobble. Why don't I use Legion Angel? Because Legion Angel's not a good card. Within the context of Modern anyways. When am I playing some Legacy? Probably next Monday. I think I'm going to have another... I'm going to ask Demonic Tutor if he wants to join me for some Legacy. Back to learning Legacy with DT. Why don't you collab with me? I didn't know you wanted to collab. I could have you on the stream. DT only plays Tendrils. I know, I was going to have him teach me Tendrils. Because I only played like one Legacy deck, which was that blue-white Stoneblade deck, and that deck was pretty bad. I think I'm flashing in Resto here. I'm going to counter this, of course. The Tude. I think I'm just eating this Ledger Shredder. They're going to kill it with Subtlety, but that's fine. Hey, Chendo. I'm doing really well. I mean, blue-white's problem isn't that it needs to close a game inside. Just me for my Discord and we'll talk about it. Either way works, Granham. I might forget, though. If you don't whisper me, I might forget. Another Expressive Iteration. I need a land. I need a land. Also, if you want to close in blue-white, you can just play Murktide. Chat, what should I play in Pioneer? I do this Pioneer Anniversary event because I finally got my limited token yesterday. It's in an hour or 2 hours from now. What should I play? Sounds good, Granham. I'll peep it after stream. Yep, take 3. Something 4 copies of Ledger Shredder. Giga Chad Shredder. Yeah, they're kind of Giga Chatting on me right now. Memory Deluge. Mystical Dispute. I was thinking about Boros Heroic. Colgari Thing in the Ice. What? Excuse me? They have 4 mana up. If they have Counterspell, they're going to have it anyways. I'm going to do this in upkeep. Maybe I can get them to tap out by doing nothing. That Subtlety was really, really good for them. Blue, White, and Soul. Ugh, Black Staff of Waterdeep. I've always been of the opinion that Black Staff of Waterdeep is absolutely unplayable. The rest of the deck looks fine, though. I have to make a decision. Do I want to play Chalice on one, or do I want to play Wall of Omens? I guess it depends. If they play Ragavan, I probably have to play Wall of Omens. They don't do anything. I can play Chalice on one, though. Chalice on one every game in our 80 card deck. Go ahead. I have a Spell Pierce here. Or it's just a Consider. Yeah, it's a Spell Pierce. I think like Black Staff in general is very, very low power level. I don't have an island right now, so I should just play the Mystic Gate. Jam the wall. Is wall fine? Still at least bricks Ragavan for a little bit. The card I do like in that deck though is the Saga, the white one. It's very, very good. If you charm a dash monkey, does it still bounce back to the hand? Yeah. It still goes back to their hand, so stealing it doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, stealing it does nothing. Yeah, pro tip, don't do that. Yep. The old Ragavan, do nothing. They actually fixed that interaction, Mane. It was bugged on MTGO for the longest time. Now it returns to the hand at the end step instead of the following turn. Yeah, they finally fixed it. Took them long enough, but they finally fixed it. This game is looking fairly winnable. I think I really want to be countering their threats at this point. Countering anything but their threats seems wrong. I have so much inevitability in my hand. Did they fix Wall of Roots? God, no, they didn't fix Wall of Roots. Why the hell would they fix Wall of Roots? It's a feature, not a bug. Why did I build Yagon Moto? Hasbro didn't give Wasi their allowance to fix Wall of Roots? Nope. Haven't given them allowance for like 10 years now. Alright, go ahead. No bugs. In paper, just massive cheaters. There's a tweet from Jeff Hooglin in like 2015 asking him to fix it. Yeah, they never fixed it. And now like Jeff Hooglin doesn't even play on MTGO anymore. Well, it's time to fight a counter war for the ages right here. Ooh, baby Teferi. Ooh, Teferi. Teferi. I get a connive here, which is fine. They have another counter spell, then I get to dispute. Bounce Ledger Shredder. What's wrong with Wall of Roots? Or, I think that's what you're asking, right? What's wrong with Wall of Roots? Basically, you can't use Wall of Roots as a mana ability. So for one, you can never undo any mana that you add with Wall of Roots. For two, you can't do like certain interactions where you can chord tapping Wall of Roots and using the mana ability when it has like 4 counters, I think. I don't know, it's like some weird interaction with Chord Calling. I'm sure the Yawgmoth players would be able to explain it better. But basically there's only certain things that you can do, like paying costs, if Wall of Root was a mana ability, otherwise you can't do it. Still talking about DT? We're talking about the Wall of Roots bug, and how it's still a thing after all this time. They're probably going to play like Ledger Shredder, Murktide, Unholy Heat, Teferi. Yeah, there you go. Basically, if it's going to kill the Wall of Roots to add a mana with it, you can still sack it to Eldritch Evolution. But you can't do that on MTGO because it's not a mana ability, so you have to add the mana prior to casting the spell. It's also like a thing with Chord of Calling also. It's like you can't tap it and add the mana if Wall of Roots is gonna die. But most importantly, you just can't undo. You can't undo mana that you added from Wall of Roots. I don't know why. That's like the stupidest mechanic of all time. I guess I'm shuffling this Murktide back in. Basic reviews for L1 testing. Okay, I'm gonna get Murktide back. This is a significant problem. Kind of drew like too many lands. Maybe I was supposed to cycle that last charm. Yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna kill Teferi 5 and Teferi 3 probably. Attack Teferi 5, Bolt or Heat Teferi 3. Bedlam Revelers in the rare slot, hell yeah. It's like it's 2017 all over again. And we have Mardu Pyromancer with Bedlam Reveler. That's the best deck in Modern. Main phase Archmage's Charm. Resto is very interesting. Definitely blinking Teferi Wall of Omens. Maybe I don't want to blink Teferi. Because I think that gives him an opportunity to like interact, but I don't think I care. Ooh, shit. That's a good one. Yeah, I can do a lot of good shit this turn. Like block the Murktide, blink with Resto. Or I can just block. Nah, I can't block Ledger Shredder. And blink with Resto to save Teferi. Well, I could, but it wouldn't kill the Ledger Shredder. But having instant speed uncounterable protection for Teferi seems really, really nice. Surprised they brought in engineered explosives. I guess it's just to kill Chalice. Makes sense. You kind of need a way to kill Chalice. Fury. Time to save my Teferi. I'll save you, Teferi. Oh no. Oh, to Wara. Alright. Kind of blown. That's okay. Teferi down. Yep. I'm taking 7. Hey, Teferi. Welcome back. Teferi. Resto is a very pioneer energy card, so I don't blame you for wanting that. Spent 3 cards to get rid of it, and then you draw another one. So absurd. And if they have a counterspell, I Mystical Dispute. They could Mystical Dispute back, I suppose. I don't know what their hand looks like, though. Mystical Dispute. I think I'm just paying for that. What do you mean by 2x2? I think I should know what you're talking about, and I don't. Simplify. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, my friend. Oh, Double Masters. Pretty disappointing. To me, anyways. To me. I just pay for this also. A lot of the cards are spoiled and none of them are great. I think the best card is still Imperial Seal by far. But again, not for modern players. I mean, it's just Commander Legends, but reskinned. I'll be playing Pioneer in an hour 38. I think I'm going to try out Boros Heroic, but I'm not sure yet. Dress down. Goodbye, Wall. Wall, you died for a good cause. think I'm just playing Wandering Emperor and Solitude this turn. I'll pass. Expressive iteration is fine. Is that expressive iteration number 4? It is. That's all the expressive iterations in their deck. Consider. That's every last one of them. I still have like Yorion in hand. Opponent said second Teft destroyed me, I guess. I said it came off the top too. It should be an uncommon. Yeah, they're not going to reprint Modern Horizons 2 yet. Yeah, we desperately need like... I think what I would like to see is a Chalice reprint. Great then. Avarachia. Thank you. Did I get it right? Avarachia? I think I got it right. Thank you so much for the reset for the second month in a row, and welcome back to the Hoodie Gang, my friend. This isn't Grixis, but the Grixis will be back this week, I assure you. You know, I should have spreading seized this. I thought this was an abundant growth. At first glance, I looked at this and I said abundant growth. I was a spike stream for that, yeah. Yeah, now it's iconic. Avaricia? I'll remember that. Thank you, I appreciate it. You're gonna get rid of my wall? Bastard. Alright, I'm gonna spreading seize them. Boop. Yeah, I'm just gonna play tap land. Probably get the Rogren Triome. Then next turn I go like double Wall of Roots or something. Crime and Punishment's probably really expensive now, huh? With the influx of it in Modern. I could see it being pretty expensive. Yeah, a lot of the free spell reprints would have been nice as well. Well, my Orion's about to be really good. Oh, they're just casting Expressive. Let's go. Prime is $32. Why? Vomit. It's so expensive for a card that, like, doesn't see that much play. But it probably sees a lot of play in Commander, I imagine. Crime never pays. Could just cast a Chalice on one, leave up Archmage's Charm. It at least shuts off like Ephemerate, Lightning Bolt. These stupid things if they cast more of them. Shuts off some stuff, not a lot though. Remember, kids. You do the crime, you get the time. Could just leave up a Resto here, but buying Yorion just seems like so much value. Then I'm leaving up nothing else. I would like to purchase me one. Count 'em, one. Yorion. Did I split? I didn't split. I knew it. Yorion's gonna draw me 3 cards. You're getting rid of my Chalice. That's rude. I wonder if they're gonna like Fury Ephemerate my walls. That'd be so sad. I have a Traverse. I see. This card used to be so sweet when the most powerful thing you were doing was traversing for Ishkanah. Does anybody remember Ishkanah? Cooper, thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. We're reminiscing about Ishkanah right now. Ishkanah was the best. This card's a house. Like, create 3/1/2 green spiders with reach. If you have Delirium, 5 mana, 3/5 reach. Gas. Absolute gas. What'd they get? They got a forest. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope you had a great stream, Cooper. Y'all come over a cube with you. As a baby name a few years ago, they didn't go for it. No, but the spider though. How can you deny the spider, you know? Spider's so sweet. Ishkana is probably my like top 5 favorite cards of all time. I definitely played Black Green Delirium during that standard. You're gonna attack. I'll block with a wall. You're gonna like Fury. Om nom nom. So I could March, exiling Prismatic Ending, and still have a Resto. I can crack fetch, float a bunch of mana, gain some life. That's fine. I could have also Restoed. If they have Ephemerate, then I'm pretty sad. Prairie Stream? Just mean they have a Ephemerate. Okay. I guess I should have gone for the Resto draw counterspell line, but at the same time I have, you know, 8 counterspells in 64 cards. Somewhat unlikely that I hit that. Ren. What if we're gonna ping a wall? I did not ping a wall. I had to make even more mana. That's so fucked up. This is fucked up. Ice Fang. Teferi. And I blink my wall. Okay, at least it lets me kill Omnom. Maybe. Anyways. Red, green, blue, white, pending Omnom. Kill it with fire. Play wall, draw a card. Hopefully I draw into a land. More lands would be nice. No lands, only Teferi. Rebound on the Ice Fang. Who's the Omnom colors now, opponent? I float my green, I float my red, I float my white, and I float my blue. Look who's back. I'm back again. Omnot's back. Tell a friend. Omnot's back. Lose a friend. I think they already plus Ren, so I can freely block. Solitude. We had to use Cloud Shift and we were happy to have it. And now we have nothing. So, if I wanted to, I could basically play Teferi, see what happens. Then I could evoke Solitude, pitching Wandering Emperor, and Resto Solitude, and then kill both of these. Oh, no, I can't. They have Teferi. Never mind. Can't do that. I'm just gonna have to hardcast Omnom. Or I hardcast Solitude on Omnom. Man, this Teferi card's real good. Teferi. Back in my day, we were allowed to play at instant speed. So much damage. Chat, you remember when we got to play at instant speed? Good times. Fire things in an hour and 20 minutes now. Back in my day, we used to call it interrupts. I'm like never winning this game. Alright, well, we want Dress Down Mystical Dispute. Somehow this blue-white variant is even worse against elementals than the normal blue-white variant, which is kind of impressive. Give me all these subtleties. I need more subtlety. Thanks, internet stranger. You're welcome, Taz. I don't think this deck is like... How does Waffle beat 4-color? He just like times them out, right? That's what I've seen most of the time. Whenever it's Waffle versus 4-color, it's just like the last match in the round of a challenge, and then Waffle ends up like timing them out. Is that the move? Just time out all these greedy 4-color players. It's the most valid strat. You can just like never win these games. Have answers for everything. It's just a matter of like stalling long enough. But the problem is, it's every card that they play draws a card, even if you kill it. So they're just gonna get so far ahead. I lose. Game's over. How do I beat this? I could subtlety this, but it feels really, really, really bad. Whatever. Take your Ren. Take your Ren. Ooh. 4-color draws a lot of cards, but a lot of their cards don't do a lot versus control. The problem is, like, eventually they just have so many more cards in hand than you just can't keep up. At least that's like my 2 cents. Just the raw card count is so high, even something like endurance becomes like impossible to beat. Even like look right now, I have 3 cards, they have 6 cards. Maybe I should have minus the Teferi, I just didn't want to get Furied. I mean, their selection's not that poor, right? When they have Eladamri's Call in their deck, their selection is not that poor. They can usually get the cards that they need, even though they're 80 cards. All their spells are also incredibly impactful. I guess not all of them in this matchup, but like most of them. Okay. I guess play dress down on the end step. Must have been a mistake by them. I think they realized that it shuts off their own elementals. Nimble Obstructionist. Alright. I got stifled. I guess I got stifled. It's been a minute since I've been stifled, I will say. Uh, yeah, this is 4-color Traverse. Little did Dingo know he was about to get stifled. I'm starting to think that the pitch elementals aren't very good in this matchup. Because at some point, oh my god, please.
Bing bong. Bong.
What's up, Slayerfall? Yeah, I'll keep this hand. This hand's fun. Already got 100 on doubt. Who's the doubter? When was the last time I've seen a Cascade Bluffs? Holy moly. Cascade Bluffs. Reflecting Pool. What's going on? So if I spreading seize them, it'll actually make their beta better. So I don't really want to spreading seize them. I could play wall or I could leave up counterspell. Let's jam the wall, see what happens. I have no idea what this is, but I did fetch an island just in case they are Blue Moon. I can always spreading seas myself also. So maybe it's not the worst. There's another spreading seas. Can it? I think it only taps for colorless right now. I could be wrong though. I don't really know how this interaction works. I assume it only taps for colorless at the moment. Yeah, but it also needs a mana for that, right? Oh, it can tap for red or blue. I didn't know that. Today I learned. Cleansing Wildfire the Reflecting Pool. They got a plains. Alright, go ahead. I don't really know what they're playing right now. 10k on yes? Holy moly. We're gonna need some more doubters. Where's Coldy at? Where's the Ultra Doubter? I saw your opponent's lands. Here you go. There's 5k on doubt. Big doubt. It's got Chalice. I don't imagine Chalice is gonna be good here. Most a bit. I don't know what they're playing. But I saw blue, so Mystical Dispute's probably fine, and I saw some non-creature spells, so I imagine Dovin's Veto's good too. He discarded a Fire and Ice, so an hour and 7 minutes till the Pioneer thing. Jam some Boros Heroic in it. Is this the mirror match? What's going on? What is this? Alright, pass the turn. Their control? How was I supposed to ever know that they were control? And that's the neat part. You don't. I think I'm gonna bin this Supreme Verdict. Or the March. The March. March isn't gonna be good here. I might spreading seize my own planes. Get one card deeper. Although I kind of want to pending the Teferi at this point. Pending on Teferi does seem pretty spicy. They could have like a Fury. I don't know if they're playing Cascading Bluffs. Oh, you know what they're playing? They're playing Resto Kiki. That's what they're playing. I figured it out. I've seen this list pop up a couple times now. They're just playing Resto Kiki. Shatterstorm? I don't know why they brought in Shatterstorm. Alright, so start on the start on the wall. I don't understand the Shatterstorm. What did they think they were gonna be shattering? A chalice? Two chalices? Old Teferi? With a pending? Yeah, good old Teferi on pending a Teferi action. Classic. Let's tap a little bit better. Teferi. Another mystical dispute. Alright. Pass the turn. Blue, blue, blue. Draw two. Okay. Restoration Angel. I'd really like to hit a land drop at some point. I could pass it like Verdict and Counterspell up. Could try to gamble on this. Yeah, let's try to gamble on the wall. Did not pay off. Need that to be a land drop. Alright, I guess I'm binning. A Wandering Emperor. Where are the lands at? Pushette to ferry. To ferry down. Wall's fine. Deluge. Maybe I'm supposed to draw 2 at the end step there. Probably. Need some lands. There's a couple of lands. I'm gonna take them both. When do I want to play this turn? Play this one. I'll discard the prismatic ending. The deck played Nahiri and Emrakul. I have a counter spell, but yeah, more or less I'll lose to a Geeky Jiki here. But my draw's been coming up so awkward. I'd counter this. Chances are they have Kiki plus counter backup anyways. I'm just gonna counter this, so I don't have to discard. If they have Kiki, I die. I just need to hit some land drops this game, and I didn't. But I also have to think about, like, do I have Solitude? I guess that answers that question. Alright, now I know what they're playing.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
Definitely don't want these marches. Finding is good against, like, Teferi, I suppose. Verdicts are okay. Not amazing. Yeah, I like all the subtleties too. It seems good. Yes, to Scalding Tarn in the pass. Alright. We're gonna leave up Counterspell. Slash Subtlety. Am I gonna miss land drops here again? I'm gonna be real sad if I miss land drops here again. That's the problem with, like, not playing Opt in these blue-white lists. Is that sometimes you'll just miss land drops unless you just top deck them like a professional. But when you play cards like Opt, you realistically, like, never miss a land drop. Let's get a Hollow Fountain. Alright, pass the turn. Have Counterspell plus Mystical Dispute backup, which isn't too bad. Not too shabby. Missed that land drop. So I have these for counter spells plus subtlety. I think I'm spending this Archmage's Charm to draw 2. Can't stop, won't stop missing land drops. Alright, well, we hit a land drop at least. That one's untapped. I don't really want to commit anything, but I hate moving to discard also. Got nothing good to commit here. It's gonna be a draw-go game of the century. Man, Titan Shift would have cleaned house this league. Put against 4 color twice, and then we get to play against Jeskai control. Looks like they're going to try to commit something here. I have to counter that. I could try to go for my own Teferi, but I'll wait one more turn. I'm not really in a huge rush. Let's go for the subtlety here. This at least, like, puts some pressure on them. They can't sit here and dirtle forever. Although it does get bricked walled by Restoration Angel. But now if this attack connects, they're going to go down to 7. Colonnade could put them to 3. But I think even still, it's just a fairy plus this turn. It's a fairy time Raveler. Or sorry, to fairy hero. They have Dovin's Veto. Alright. That's really annoying. They could have won that counter war, but they chose not to. This is going to be getting another counter spell out of me. 1, 2, counter back. 3, charm. Alright, I think I have to animate Colonnade and kill Teferi. As much as I would like to go face. Teferi down. So now, well, sure. Because I need to have access to Solitude in case they went. I guess they couldn't have gone land drop Resto Kiki. But Kiki's definitely scary. Got on Teferi. Dovin's Veto. Alright, pass the turn with 2 Memory Deluges and a Subtlety. Could Deluge main phase to hit land drops, but at the same time that I don't have Solitude that I'm repping as a hard cast. I think hard cast Subtlety can end the game very quickly. I'm going to go for the Deluge at end step here. They have Resto, they might flash it in. Yep. Might be digging for a counter spell here. Could counter my Memory Deluge, which would be kind of sad. Does not. Alright, let's get counter spell Solitude. Play Teferi, I have counterspell backup, and a bunch of Solitudes in my hand. Yeah, I think we can jam Teferi here. 1, 2, 3, charm. Let's hit that with a counter. Prismatic Ending was a good draw. Yeah, none of the bots have it. I've been like looking for so long on Goat bots freed. They just don't have it. Makes me so sad. Could evoke a Solitude, try to kill this thing. But I'll let Teferi take 3. Another Resto. Sure. Go main phase Solitude. Get to untap 2. Can pending a Resto. That's going to cost me most of my colored mana. Green, red, white, blue. I didn't add the red. But then I only have 1 white source, so I can't Solitude. Yeah, I think I just pass here maybe. Hard to say. Nah, let's kill one of these. At least attempt to. See what they do. Let's go. I have Hardcast Subtlety or Memory Deluge, plus at least 1 Solitude. If I Deluge, potentially 2 Solitudes. Another Resto. That's fun. I don't think I fight over that. It's his 80 card blue-white control. It's got 16th at the or on the Sunday challenge. So I figured I might as well give it a shot. It does make it pog. Attack Teferi and Teferi. I have a lot of Restos over there. Alright. Teferi's going down. Resto of my own. Hey, JG Score. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, my friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm so short on mana. Start on a spreading seas here. I heard Titan Shift was the finals of the Sunday challenge. Nah, that's not true. Who would be stupid enough to play Titan Shift and a meta full of Murktide? I have 3 cards in hand, which isn't a lot of cards. I'll take 6 for now. I want a Deluge at the end step. I need to hit more land drops. Get more counter magic in my hand also. Let's take Mystic Gate Wall. 5 plus Resto. Alright, pass the turn. I could have attacked with Colonnade there, potentially. Thank you, Mr. Rib. Solitude. Sure. Solitude. Solitude, my solitude. Alright. Resto versus Resto. It's 2015. It is 2015. That's a pretty good one. Could also commit the wall here, I suppose, and then still have enough mana for Subtlety or Resto. What a long match. Maybe I should have scryed there. That might have been okay. I can just pass here. I don't really need to do anything super proactive. I have 2 cards in hand. I guess at their end step I'll start flashing in some stuff. No, this is game 3. This is not game 1. Imagine if this was game 1. I will top the counterspell. And then I'll flash in Resto, draw a card. Solituding Wall of Omens. Sure. I'm gonna swing, and then I think just jam Yorion. Blink Spreading Seas, blink Resto. And then Resto's gonna come back, blink Yorion. Game should be pretty locked up. Hey, Johnny Rocket, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Believers, rejoice.
Have you bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong? Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.